Alright, so I hope you guys have, first of all, excuse the children in the background screaming, but I hope you guys have your notes pulled up. I am going to just go through them and make sure that you guys have all this information. Keep in mind, this information is going to be on your exam, so you do need these notes. I'm not just over here talking for my own good, promise. Okay, so when you are describing a room, so we know our vocabulary for furniture, but when you are describing a room, you want to imagine you're looking at it. And remember, everything is always signed from the signer's perspective. So if I say the dresser is over here, it's actually on the left, even though to you it looks like it's on the right. Okay, so keep that in mind. Also, like a nifty little trick to remember is I'm right-handed. So if I'm crossing my body, something is on the left. If I'm not crossing my body, it's on the right. It's just a little cheat. Okay, so for starters, one of my videos I did this incorrectly because you are supposed to describe a room connected. Everything has to be connected. So you can't just go, my window's here, my dresser's here, the bed's here. You need to start on one side and go all the way around. It doesn't really matter where you start as long as everything ends up coming back to the same place that you started. So let's say I wanted to describe my bedroom, go into. So now for me, I'm starting at the door. So I'm going to say dresser right there. And since I'm going around in a circle, my dresser's here, mirror here. So we know the mirror's here. I always want a reference hand too. So I'm going to say small table. So I have my mirror and then my small table. Sorry, you cannot see that. So I have my mirror and then I have my small table. Now I have my bed next to the small table. So always bring back what you did the first time so you can go around the room. But remember, the rule is you have to describe the room in a connected circle. Okay, it doesn't matter left to right, it doesn't matter right to left, however you want to do it, but everything has to go like this. You can't just go sporadically around the room. It has to make sense. It helps us visualize. Each piece of furniture has its own hand shape that you use as the classifier. Okay, so for example, bed is going to be a classifier B, hand shape. Okay. Dresser is going to be a C, hand shape. Window, door, B. Mirror, B. But look at difference. Here's mirror, palm in. Door and window are palm out. So each piece of furniture or something that you're going to place around the room has its own hand shape that you have to use as the classifier for that object. CL stands for classifier. So on your test, when something says A, colon, which, just to make sure you guys know what a colon is, it's the two dots right on top of each other. So on your test, it might look something like this. A, colon, CL. This means A hand shape, where am I? The A hand shape and the classifier. Okay, so on your exam, when it says, what is the hand shape you use for, or what is the classifier you use for alarm clock? A, CL is the option that you want to pick because it means hand shape, A. Alright, so let's go through what you have in your notes. So I already said door, B, colon, CL. Mirror, B, colon, CL. Side note, palm in. Couch, so bent V. So it would be bent V, colon, CL. Counter, C's. That's easy to remember because counter starts with a C. So counter, C. Bed, B. Stove, C. Table, B. Alarm clock. Remember this time for setup? So that's kind of the same concept, is something is set on to something else. TV depends. If your TV is set on a table, it might be like this, or it might be a B if it's hanging on the wall. Like my TV in here is hanging on the wall, so I do B. But my TV in my bedroom is on my dresser, so I'm going to use this one. So TV could vary. Chair, bent B. Shelf, B's. Floor, B's. Shelf and floor have no differences. Sometimes you'll see multiple shelves, but I have a two-story house. So I'm going to say my house, 2 stories. I'm not saying my house has 2 shelves in it. It's got a lot more than 2 shelves. Okay? But there's really no difference. You just have to pay attention to the context. Please note that that question's on your exam. Dresser, C, and window, B. So for furniture placement, like the dresser, stove, and stuff, pretend like girls, maybe boys, I don't know, if you are ever playing with a dollhouse and you're putting furniture around, I like to imagine that I'm holding a miniature dresser and I'm putting it in the dollhouse. So that's kind of how I remember that C hand shape. The only one that's different is B, because I would grab the bed like this and put it down, but B. Okay, so make sure you have those notes filled out.